So Mais, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So I would say here name and no name. I would say and number. So can you see that?
Yes.
So that's clear to you, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, perfect. So the last thing I wanted to share with you is that we are able to unzip. Let me off here. Okay, so if we zip something, we are able to unzip it back using this this method here. So we just put an asterisk here.
Oh, that's it?
That's it.
Okay.
And then we are able to reassemble back whatever inside mapped inside three lists here.
Okay. So you just put the lists there again, and then you just put the asterisk, and that's it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
That's
That
what I
makes
wanted
sense.
to share. Okay.
All right.
So for now, I would say, let me see if I have got something I explained to you about join, but what is most important to me is I look into your lab actually. I would like
Yes.
to look into your lab before
The
we
lab or the homework one, right? Because the lab, I think you explained that, right?
yes, okay. So the homework is the one that you're talking about,
That
the
one.
student class, right? Can you see it?
Wait, what was that again?
The student class? You have
No,
to,
the one that I sent to you. Yeah, the student class one, not the employee one. Correct. Yeah, because that's due next week, and I wanted to for you to like explain it so I can before I start it.
yes. So everything here is normal, except that the trick is actually well, same student here. That is something something similar to the equal employee. So this is one of the tricks that you have here, and another trick. So you have to. So you see the employee number that you created in the previous lab.
Mm-hmm.
So that is something that you already pass directly in the class constructor, right?
Yes.
But here, no. Now here, he give you a specification that you need to meet, and you need to auto-generate the G number. So the G number here is for students, yes, but it have to be auto-generated. So see how he auto-generate that. This is a 6-digit student ID. It have to
Yes.
start with G, and it need some zeros here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a class variable that will retain all the students.
Yes.
Okay. And that will have a number. So every time we create a new student object, then this will be incremented by 1.
Okay.
And then we have to concatenate the G with with the zeros with the number, so that the format it become like that. So that is one of the only tricks that I can. So the only thing that we can do now is that we can try to implement that, because this is the trick. The trick is here.
Okay. Yeah, this is a little trickier than the other stuff.
Yes. Yeah. So that is not pure. That is not pure object oriented. That is just a normal function or exercise. That's why I told you before, we need to practice with other exercises, because inside the class he might ask you to create a method that is tricky like this. So yeah, let us see how can we implement that. So I will not implement it in a class, because since our class is not ready yet, but I would say, let me see. I think let us put it in the start so that we don't have to Okay. So we need to define a function. You need to think with me, huh? So
Yes.
we say I will not care about the name that they ask us to do. Generate num. Okay.
Okay.
So okay, we know that. So we know that this should be called in this way, generate a number,
Yes.
and we say g num here equal this way, and we should come here and we print that g num.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then we
Okay.
here should work on defining that. So
Okay. So what we
let's say I would say g equal not necessary, but think with me.
because we have to do like just by itself, the letter G first.
Yes, yes, but wait. So let us put, because we have something that is based on incrementing. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me think about it. So we have to put here
We have to define some stuff.
enrollment
Okay.
number. So
Mhm.
that will be a number that is incremented every time you create your class. So
And
every
it's
time.
incremented by one, correct?
Exactly, yes, it will
Okay.
be incremented by one. So yeah, I would define it here. Oh, I say enrollment here, and then I define it zero
Plus equal.
first,
Okay, yeah.
and then I will pass it. So that is my method if I want to test something before I build the whole class. This is
Yeah.
how, I mean, if you implemented it here, just you can copy it to the class, and that works, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let us think. We have to concatenate. Let me get some text from there. Let us put that in a comment here so that we have it in front of our eyes. Wait.
Okay.
Okay. And then we have it here. So that is what is required. We have a G, and then we have some zeros,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have total enrollment. So based on what we should decide. So okay, total enrollment will start with 0, so it's one digit. From 0 to 9, I have no problem.
Okay.
Okay, because it's only one digit.
Yes.
But then once it start to become 10, it become two digits. It means if we want to maintain this to be always 6, or so yeah, 6 digits, right?
Yes.
So the G is fixed, right? So
Yes.
we have to say so it will be five
Five
digits.
additional characters.
Yes, five numbers. Yes, and
Mm-hmm.
and then we have to decide the number of zeros here based on the lens count of this number, the enrollment.
Yes.
Okay, so it means that so if
Mhm.
we want to know um, enrollment count, so enrollment number, I would say enrollment count. No need to. And let me make sure that the indent is correct. Enrollment number. Oh yeah, enrollment count. Let's do it like that.
Okay.
So how to measure how many digits here? This is the main trick.
How do we measure how many people are enrolled?
Yes. No, not like that. Sorry. Let me redefine that again. How we measure how many digits inside the enrollment number. This is an integer. This is a
Mhm.
pure integer.
Yes.
Okay. But now from that integer, I want to know how many digits inside. I don't want to know it is 9 or
It has
5
to
or
be
6.
five, right?
No,
But after the G is one, two, three,
this
four.
is wait, this is enrollment, right? I will
Mm.
pass 0 here first,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And then after I pass 0, actually this, suppose actually it is incremented. Let's pass 1. Okay, so I pass 1. So because here start with 1, right? So I will pass
Yes.
1. So okay, easy. I want to let me put that 0. I start with little bit by little bit. Okay, so can we do that? I always do that little by little.
Yes.
Okay, so here I pass 1, right? And then when he tried to print the genome, because I don't return anything, so it will print none.
Yes.
Okay, and I would like to print here something that separates things for me. Okay, so now I know here this is 1, but what if it is 11? It goes inside 11, right?
Yes.
But can I, so the initial thing that comes to my mind that, okay, he said, if this is 1, how many zeros I need to put here? Look.
4.
4, right? Okay, good.
Oh, so if it's if
we start first. Okay, the result equal, we say G, right?
And then
Plus 4 zeros. We stick to that first. Okay, to have an understanding what's happening around and what to modify. So this is 4 zeros, and then we have to convert that. Can we include that like this?
Yeah, I mean, if you put it within the string function, yes.
Okay, return results.
I had a like kind of a something to say. So if we just do, we would need to do 1 through 9 then, if you wanted 4 zeros.
Yes, the number have to be 1 from 1 to 9. But
exactly.
if it increase, this code will not work.
Yes,
so
exactly. Because right here it's
more than,
that's not what we want. Yeah.
So you see here that is already 7 characters.
Yeah.
Okay, and we cannot accept. Is this not accepted? So it means that we need a way to know if this number is bigger than 9. If it is bigger than 9, we have to make this, instead of 4 zeros, become 3, right?
Exactly. Yes.
And if it is if the enrollment number become 100, this need to reduce again, right?
To 2. Yes. Okay, so we need to do a specific type of print for each like set from, so you do, if it's 1,000 we would have no others like that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We can do that, but yes, we can start with this.
That's a lot of hard coding though, right?
Yes, but hard coding is not smart enough, and I don't think they will accept it.
Yeah.
We need to find a smart way to auto calculate the number of zeros here. So our trick is here.
Yes.
This is our trick. How we know how many zeros we need to put based on that number. So when this start with 1, we can put 4. If it becomes 2, we need to put 3. So again, when this is 1, we put 4 zeros.
So we shouldn't do a few if statements then, right?
No, because
exactly.
that will not work, because what if it has become 1 million? How you, or maybe 1,000? How you know? That's a lot. And if it is 3 digits here, then you have to put 2 zeros. Okay, if it is 4 digits, you have to put 1 zero.
Yes.
Okay. Does this make any? Does this seem to be a calculation that we can perform? So the trick, actually, most of the coding that I have done before in the last 20 years, every coding need to use a kind of formula.
Yes.
The formula can be large or simple or complicated based on the project that you are doing. But normally, None of the real life projects doesn't have formula. All have formulas. The trick is to by time you are able to find the formula yourself. Okay, so this is a
Yes.
kind of formula. How can you find a relation between 1 and 4? What is the relation here? And 2 and 3, 3 and
Mm-hmm.
2, 4 and 1. Okay, so let us go step by step again
Yes.
and see how we can figure out. So um, do we have any function that can tell me the number of, so okay, now let me tell it to you like that. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
So I use the length function
Mm-hmm.
to tell me what is how many characters inside the string.
Yes.
So we need to think of a way that can we can know how can we get the number of digits inside here. If we know that, we are able to solve a problem.
How many? Let's see. But that's the thing because we don't know what type of G number we're gonna get. We can't just set enrollment to user input or something. We have to hmm,
Okay,
mhm,
let me try another way. Okay, so let me put enrollment count as 2. Why I set it 2? Here is 11, right?
mhm,
So it's 2 digits, right?
yes.
So I'm setting enrollment count as 2. Can we
Okay.
try to figure out um sorry, can we try to figure out the number of zeros if we know that the enrollment count is 2? So I want to away zeros count. I want a way to calculate the number of zeros count based on the
Needed,
enrollment count.
would you need
How?
to do for loop?
Uh, for loop. Can tell me why we need to put a for loop?
So, I mean, actually, what were you gonna say?
Okay. So okay, uh, tell me first. I want to let me get the link from inside your brain and try to build on that.
Uh-huh.
Okay. For loop for what? What to loop for?
No, for loop wouldn't work either.
Okay. So then let me continue with my what I was trying to do. Zero count. This I'm trying to do what? Count the number
Of
of
zeros.
zeros, right?
Mm-hmm.
Based on enrollment count,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
So we know how many zeros here?
Four.
Okay. And G is fixed, right? And total
Yes.
of them is 6, right?
Yes.
So I know already that G is since G is fixed, so the total of those are 5,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I would say 5 minus something. What should be the something?
Five minus something.
Hmm. Why I said 5? Just tell me first why I said 5.
Because after G is fixed, the rest of the numbers we don't know.
So how many after the G? How many digits we have?
Five.
Okay, so that's why I put 5, right?
Yes.
So I want to subtract something from 5 to be able to know how many zeros to put here.
Let me think. 5 minus the enrollment number.
And like that.
But I mean,
Okay.
you can't put that there, but I'm just thinking.
Okay, let's see. Let's assume it will work. Okay, now I want to think with you. Tell me first, please. So I want to build a string that contain zeros. So I will start the string to be an empty string. Okay.
Mhm.
I want to build a string that have the number of zeros based on the result of the zeros count. So if I get 2 from the zeros count, then I want to if I got 2 here, I want to have a string with 2 zeros only. How to do that?
Yes. So you can't do if statement.
If statement is only testing true or false.
Yes.
What is the thing? What is the code that can help me build something out of scratch based on the number of counts?
I was thinking we could do some sort of
Speak your
like
mind. Don't be afraid. I
I
need
was thinking we
I need to
could do
understand.
some sort of dictionary where we format it and something like that. So we could have you could have G set and then you could concatenate from there as well.
Can I know what is the purpose, the real purpose of a dictionary? How
Not
okay,
dictionary,
list?
the dot format one where you have to have many, like you have strings and then you have like different items that you can concatenate.
But the dictionary will not help me to concatenate. I'm able to concatenate one shot here. So again, can we define the problems that we are having here? I mean, the small problem, not the main problem. I am dividing the main problem into small problems.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The problem that I want now, I want zeros here to be having a few number of zeros based on what I want. I just want you to tell me if I want to put 2 zeros here,
Mm-hmm.
how 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 to put 2 zeros inside programmatically, not by keying, not by hard coding.
Well, if you
Hmm.
from user input, then
Okay, wait. So if I say for I in range 5,
mm-hmm.
for example, and then I say put zeros and then I say print zeros. Okay, and let's have a look, please.
Yeah.
So that is my zeros.
Mm-hmm.
So based on what I put here, I can
Yes.
control how many zeros I put inside. So you see, I can put
Yes.
2, I can put 3. So this seems to be, this could be the way, if I modify it, this could be the way that I can create the zeros, number of zeros dynamically.
Yes.
Okay, so how I know what kind of range to put here? The secret here is to decide which of those numbers I can use to decide the range here, the range number, because that will tell me how many zeros I'm able to put. If I put 2, I get 2 zeros. If
Mm-hmm.
I put 3, I will get 3 zeros.
5.
So what to put here? 5?
Yes, for now.
Put for now 5. Okay, good. So that's 5 zeros, right? Okay. So it means that I have a string that is zeros, and I can replace that here with zeros. So now I'm able to put my formula here somehow dynamically, because zeros is created from it is created dynamically. It means that it can be 2, can be 1, can be anything. Okay. So okay, now let us have a look. Can you please tell me how many zeros is here?
5. Yeah, we want 4 right there.
Okay, so if we change this to 4, we have a chance to get it correct. Let's have a look. So tell me. So
and we need 3, right?
okay, we change this to 3. Fine.
Okay.
So that's correct, right? This is total 6, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now we need a way that to calculate that 3 automatically, because we will never know. This 3 is actually based on what? Based on the number of the count of the digits here. Okay, so this is 2 and the G is 3. Okay, 6 minus 3.
Yes, 3.
Okay, 6 minus 3, right?
Yes.
So okay, now how to get that 3? So this means that when I tell you 6 minus 3, I already formulated that in a formula. So how to put that in a subtraction or a formula, or a subtraction way, that I'm able to put some variable here. If I put a variable here, means that that variable will always change based on the number of digits here, because that is my key issue. I cannot guarantee the number of digits that is entered here. G is always fixed, so I know already. All this is the remaining is 5. I need to know how many digits here, so I can calculate the number of zeros. I can create zeros from scratch, like I'm doing here. How to do that?
Well, it's gonna be any number from 0 through 99,000, right?
Yes, it's possible. Yes,
So
same like here. Yes. Okay, I know. Little by little, please. I want you to define for me. Don't think about the solution now. Don't think about any programmatic solution. I want you to think with me of what is our. Let us define our problem. What is our problem now? I want to write it. What is our problem? Tell me, what is the problem that we're trying to solve? Yes.
Based off the enrollment, we need to figure out how many zeros we need to have.
Yes, but this is not our main issue. Yeah, we need to find zeros, is true, but the main issue is not that. Okay, so I will write it. Yes, this is the second requirement. Yes. Figure out number of zeros. So to figure out the number of zeros, you need what first?
Well, we need to know what the other number is going to be.
This one, right?
Yes.
And that is what? That is here, right? This is our parameter, right? So we need to figure out number of digits inside. So we have to stop again and we have to continue.
Okay.
Okay.